To make a brief presentation on uh, Bodhan Nyaya Yojana, which is a scheme run by the state government of Chhattisgarh. It's a scheme run through the Department of Agriculture as a nodal department, but it's a scheme which is run through various efforts of all the departments of the state, the Rural Development Department, the Urban Development Department, Cooperative Sector, Marketing Society, and so on and so forth. This scheme is a part of the larger scheme called Narwa Garwa Gurwa Bad. Narwa pertains to water reconservation. Gurwa is about composting. Garwa is about livestock management. And Badi is about orchards, kitchen orchards in particular. Um, could you go ahead? Yeah. So the objectives of the scheme is to increase the income of cattle rearers, check on open grazing and stray cattle, increase use of organic manure. The state has taken a big step to move towards organic farming, and along with it, fix carbon. I would say the carbon of the village in the in the village itself, and increase crop protection because there is no practice of stall feeding in Chhattisgarh, and increase the area under double cropping, and also leverage the energy, the social capital of the self-help groups, the women, which are available through the Department of Urban Development and Rural Development in the name of Bihan, which is a huge group in Chhattisgarh and highly empowered. The process includes this. There are common property resources in the name of Gotans, as they are called. They are the grazing lands which are available in each and every village in Chhattisgarh. And this grazing land is protected. Um, and once this land is protected, this could be in the sizes of 3 acres to 10 acres or more. And the minimum would be at least between 3 to 5 acres of land. This land is protected so that the cattle could be brought for daycare, and then from the village and the surrounding villages, cow dung could be collected, or cattle rearers to bring their cow dung and sell it to the Gotan Samitis, which is a part of the Panchayat Samiti. And this cow dung is bought by the Gotan Samiti for rupees 2 per kg. And then this cow dung is converted into vermicompost through composting through pits constructed in these gotans. Once the vermicompost is produced, then it is quality tested in the labs. Once the quality test is being done, then it is packaged and stored, and eventually, through cooperative societies which exist in each and every village, these societies then eventually ensure that it reaches the farmer. The unique process which involves this entire procedure is covered through an app and a portal. And it is through this app and portal that the entire process is controlled. So every data is available real time through an app, and it is possible to access this for officers at all levels and also the beneficiaries of the system. So the implementation and convergence includes the agriculture department, which is a nodal department. It has convergence with the university, which is called the Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, and NGOs for training SHGs and Gotan committees. We have ensured production, quality testing, and processing of vermicompost. We have conducted pilots. We have now reached a level of implementation and perhaps scaling up this effort to um, right now it extends to about 5,000 villages. The hope is that we will reach out to the 11,664 panchayats of the state eventually. The Panchayat and Rural Development Department has been able to contribute by construction of vermicompost, and the committees constituted for the running of the Gotan Samitis, as they are called, come from the Panchayats. We also have a major convergence with the SHGs through Bihan, which is a state rural livelihood mission. We have cooperatives and other departments through which we sell the composting which is produced. Urban development department ensures this entire structure and procedure in the urban areas of Chhattisgarh. Forest departments have converged with the FRA, which has come into to be a big player in the state, have constructed grazing lands in forest areas and have brought it under the JFMCs. Right now, the real-time data which indicates that we have sanctioned about 9,286 Gotans, and out of which the active Gotans are around 5,262. And in these Gotans, the primary task of the cattle rearers is to register themselves for selling the cow dung, and they're about 7,17,394 in number. And then 2,35,186 have registered themselves as sellers, and out of which 66% of people have already benefited from selling cow dung. The total procurement right now is about 40.21 lakh quintals, and the total amount disbursed is about 80 crores to this day. Livelihood is a major element of functioning of these Gotans, and the SHGs involved in other livelihood activities other than composting. They tend to look at mushroom cultivation, goatries, piggeries, um, poultry, and so on, and fisheries, of course. We have about 60,000 women involved in this kind of an engagement, and they have earned about 10 crore rupees in the past few months. I'd like you to have a look at a few images from various Gotans in the state. This is the Honorable Chief Minister along with the other ministers visiting one of the Gotans. Go ahead, please. And this is another visit by the Honorable Minister Agriculture and the Honorable Minister Chief Minister Chhattisgarh. Please go ahead. These are some of the elements from the field, images from the field. Can we go ahead, please? These are some of the reports from various parts of the state. Please go ahead. So there are various products other than vermicompost that we are intending to produce. And instead of wood, we would produce these cow dung blocks, which are used as wood in crematoriums and so on, thereby impacting environment. We have put institutional structures in place so that there is sustainability. The idea is to fix carbon of that village in that village itself. The idea is also to encourage, better nutrition for people through community orchards. As you see, women engaged in this production, which is called badis, not only for their own consumption but also consumption in the local markets. This is fishing activity. Poultry. This is mushroom production, as you see. We also encourage collection of straw from these fields after paddy was harvested. As you know, burning of the straw in paddy fields also cause large harm to environment, and Chhattisgarh has been able to encourage people to donate the straw in these gotans to prevent burning of straw. Uh, Livestock has been taken care of. We have increased the area under production. We also have a massive breed improvement program in these gotans. Now that cattle is brought into these gotans, I would request you to kindly view this video from 400 kilometers away from Raipur, which showcases the efforts of a physically challenged person, a woman who has encouraged women to get together and sustain their lives in the village through Gothans. Play it, please. Increase your volume. Why is it not heard?
संभव छत्तीसगढ़ सरकार की महत्वाकांक्षी योजना नरवा गरवा फुलवाबाड़ी से कोरबा जिला मुख्यालय से 60 किलोमीटर दूर वनांचल में स्थित ग्राम चिर्रा में रहने वाली वनिता ने वैसे तो महज 12वीं तक की पढ़ाई की है, लेकिन गांव में रोजगार की कमी उसे झकझोरती थी। प्रदेश सरकार की नरवा गरवा फुलवाबाड़ी योजना से गांव में गौठान बनने के बाद ललिता के मन जागृत उत्सुकता व उत्साह से लगे ललिता ने गौठान में सेवा देने की इच्छा जताई। ललिता के हौसले से कोरबा कलेक्टर श्रीमती किरण कौशल व जिला पंचायत सीईओ श्री कुंदन कुमार का मुकाबला। उसे आजीविका मिशन के तहत वर्मी कंपोस्ट बनाने से लेकर गोबर से अन्य उत्पाद बनाने की ट्रेनिंग दिलवाई गई। ट्रेनिंग के बाद ललिता वर्मी कंपोस्ट बनाने का काम किया। ललिता समेत गांव की महिलाओं ने मेहनत पहली बार ही करीब 5,000 किलो खाद बनाया, जिसे विभिन्न शासकीय विभागों में बेचकर लगभग 40,000 रुपए कमाए। इतना ही नहीं, चिर्रा गौठान की महिलाओं ने रायगढ़ के वन विभाग सहित आसपास के दूसरे जिलों के शासकीय विभागों और गौठानों को भी अच्छी क्वालिटी की केचुआ खाद बनाने के गुर सिखाए हैं। गौठान में उत्पादित 5 क्विंटल केचुआ को बेचकर भी समूह ने लगभग 1.25 लाख रुपए की आमदनी प्राप्त की है। इसके साथ ही पिछले साल 190 क्विंटल वर्मी कंपोस्ट बेचकर लगभग 2 लाख रुपए कमाए थे।
पहले सोचत रहे कि हम लोग कुछ हमार यहाँ जंगल क्षेत्र है, हम लोग मजदूरी के बाद अजी तक कोई कुछ नहीं रही।
I wonder if you're able to hear what is being said.
Not very clearly,
Not
but
able
got
to
the
understand.
idea. But idea तो मिल रहा है.
Yes. Yes.
है वो स्वावलंबन हो चुकी है।
समर्पित होकर काम कर रही महिलाओं की पहल से लॉकडाउन के अलावा मौजूदा समय में भी गांव के किसी परिवार को सब्जी की कमी नहीं होती है। सब्जी बेचकर भी समूह की महिलाओं ने लगभग 25,000 रुपए कमा लिए हैं। गोबर की खरीदी की योजना शुरू होने से गौठान में गोबर की आवक बढ़ गई है और अब ज्यादा मात्रा में वर्मी कंपोस्ट बनने लगा है। दिव्यांग होने के बावजूद भी ललिता इन सभी महिलाओं का नेतृत्व कर उनको आत्मनिर्भर बना रही है। इस अवसर के लिए ललिता मुख्यमंत्री श्री भूपेश बघेल को धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करना नहीं भूलती।
ललिता ने ये साबित किया है कि अगर मन में कुछ कर दिखाने का उत्साह हो तो शारीरिक कमियां भी ताकत में बदल जाती हैं।
Okay.
Unfortunately, the video was not too clear. There was a technical glitch, and apologies for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But this is in brief.
It's
that I want to
okay.
share.
So that's okay, but because we got the feeling of it, so it's okay.
To
It's an
conclude, I
excellent
would
program.
state that the state, for the state, this is a flagship program, and this is a part of the larger program, which talks about environment and sustainability, including a greater part of what is rural life. It revitalizes the rural economy, and this whole process began during COVID times. It became a lifeline for various communities, women, families, and sort of enriched the rural economy of Chhattisgarh, is what we wanted to share with all of you. I welcome questions, and I also request all those who are present here to listen, who have listened to this presentation. You're most welcome to visit Chhattisgarh and see this very interesting experiment, which is unique to the world, which is happening right now, and to visit and to experience what it is actually really about. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you. See, I have a small question. The government provide any support to these Godan Samitis, or are they self-sustaining?
Could you please repeat the question? The voice was breaking.
Whether government provides some support to these Godan Samitis, or they are self-sustaining?
Right now, the government has been, we began this in July 2020, and we have been trying to support the Gotan Samitis right now. But out of these various Gotan Samitis, 255 Gotan Samitis have become self-sustaining.
How many are total?
We are hoping to reach 11,664 panchayats. We are trying to scale it up. Right now, we have reached out to 4,300 villages.
So only 200 odd are self-sustaining.
255 Gotans have become self-sustaining. This program began only 6 months before.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I found two
Thank
very
you.
good innovative ideas in this, that you got 4 or 5 departments work together to converging this, and it's a end-to-end solution, like starting from rearing the cattle to like use the cow dung and fertilizer, and and selling and making money. So it's a end-to-end solution. Both are really good and quite innovative. I just want to ask one single question. You said there are about 4,900 some villages where you have started this experiment, and once the vermicompost is made, it is tested to the labs for the quality checking. So all the 5,000 villages you are having the labs, or your labs are in few places?
Right now, we have about how many labs?
No, okay. No, get it. No, basically, I just wanted to know that
We
it's not
don't
really.
have labs in every village. We have labs in divisional headquarters and a few districts. So
Yeah.
we have in the entire states about 7 different labs.
Okay, fine. No, that's okay. I understand, because having lab in every village would be very, very expensive and all that. But how do you manage? Then the question comes is, how do you manage the logistics?
Yeah. So this is again through according to the Fertilizer Control Act, there are certain people within the agriculture department who are designated as inspectors of the fertilizers. These inspectors are given the responsibility of collecting the sample and bringing the district.
Okay, get the point. Fine.
We have
So you take the sample. you take the sample, test it there, and
Yes,
according to
and then
the
everything is online. So
okay.
the Gotans get to know that their
Quality
sample
is this.
is cleared. Then it is packaged, as you see. It is branded and packaged, and then it is sold to the respective.
I must say it's a very good approach, and let's hope that you extend to all your 11,000 villages in the next another 6 months or so.
Thank you,
Probably
Dr.
then you will go for the whole state.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, can I ask a question? I'm a participant.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Arun Kumar, Commissioner Agriculture, Andhra Pradesh. I hope you remember me. I was earlier.
Of course, Arun, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Quite very interesting initiative, ma'am. I mean, I would say that it's the need of the hour, because when everyone is talking about the deterioration of the soil quality, and everyone is grappling with this issue of how to enrich the soil's fertility, you have come up with a very good initiative. I just would like to know, how is the farmers' feedback? I mean, having received this vermicompost, they're buying it, and how is the user experience? Because there are some theories about the effectiveness of the vermicompost itself. Is there are some in some technical journals, some are commenting that it is not really effective. So what is the farmers' feeling on this initiative?
Arun, we've just begun the whole experiments, and we are hoping to scale it up largely. And our experience is that the local products that are available in Chhattisgarh in the name of vermicompost was one of the reasons why we decided to launch this entire project. As you know, there are various products available in the market, and my own experiences of interacting with the farmers is that the product in the name of vermicompost, which comes in packages, have not been up to the expectations of the farmer. Now, what is interesting for me is that, I would say us, is that when we decided to experiment with this effort, we realized that the mineral contents, the Fertilizer Control Act actually stipulates what are the contents required in this element called vermicompost. And the elements are double that you will otherwise find in other vermicompost. So the probability of the impact is tremendous. Right now, farmers actually are running around and seeking vermicompost. And because our process is a little tedious, I have digitized everything. So you cannot just pay cash and pick it up. You need to go to the cooperative society, acquire a QR code, bring it to the Gotan, get it scanned, and then procure your vermicompost. So I'm trying to sort of get into these processes and make it accessible to farmers. Meanwhile, in the past 3 months, around 10,000 farmers have picked up vermicompost. So I'm hoping that in Rabi, we will have something very remarkable coming out. Meanwhile, our KVKs and our Krishi Vishwavidyalaya have taken up demonstration plots. They have put in demonstration plots of fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, and they have taken demonstration plots of vermicompost. So very soon, with it, because we are going to have the Rabi crop soon, they will demonstrate through the Rabi crop what is the impact of this kind of vermicompost. Meanwhile, I am also told, some farmers also shared with me that the strength of the inflorescence is so heavy that there is a danger of crops being logged. And this fear is also there. So what is required is a very balanced use of vermicompost so that the plants are healthy, the products are healthy, the crops are healthy. At the same time, logging off does not happen. So we are working towards that, Arun. In fact, I would say that given that this is a very unique experiment in the world, we are still learning, and every day is a learning for us. So we are traveling, we are exploring, we are reading, we are seeking help from researchers and different activists. All of us are involved in this, and the government has chosen this as their flagship program. So I'm hoping that in the days to come, we will have very wonderful things to share. Thank you, Arun. You're most welcome to come and visit us.
Yeah, I do, ma'am. I'm just waiting for that invitation. Even without that, I'm planning to barge into your state. Thank you, ma'am. Really remarkable initiative.